Hello and welcome to the program Issues on ABS Radio and Television. I am Eze Aoji. One of the five transformational agenda framework of Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Mr. Governor Anambra State, is sustainable environment and urban development. Governor Soludo, in his mission statement, argued that Anambra State must be liberated. And the common threat we face today must be overcome by all of us. Hence, he inaugurated Urban Regeneration Council in October 2022. On this news program today, we shall examine the Urban Regeneration Initiative of Governor Soludo. What is urban regeneration or renewal? What is the mandate of the council and how achievable is the mandate? A lot of questions to answer, and of course, we have a resource person, a capable person to answer these questions. He is Architect Michael Okonkwo, the Executive Chairman, Anambra State Urban Regeneration Council. Also, welcome to the program Issues.
Well, thank you.
The Makis where the Bodema Makaigana, I gonna wear over can divide what they had. What is urban regeneration or renewal?
Okay. Well, first, thank you. I thank you and APS for giving me the opportunity to speak today on this. First, we need to understand the governor's vision that prompted him to inaugurate Urban Regeneration Council, which is a 10-man board, populated with professionals from the different professions of the built environment, architects, lawyers, estate surveyors, quantity surveyors, town planners, and legal professionals and the like. There are 10 of us. But the governor said that his goal for Anambra State is to make Anambra State the most livable, smart mega city. And this is a vision of a homeland that is a preferred destination in which the people will live, invest, learn, work, relax, and enjoy. And so the Urban Regeneration Council is formed to take on what the governor calls the big disruptive change that is aimed at the modernization and transformation of our cities and the built environment in terms of social, physical, economical, and cultural settings. Okay, so that is the intro. But in layman's terms, urban regeneration is formed to transform the look and the feel of Anambra State from erstwhile chaotic environment. The governor say that the first or the best time that the state should have been done right was years and years ago, but the next best time is now. And therefore, he formed the Anambra Urban Regeneration Council to start to make sure that the built environment is planned well, and where it wasn't planned well, we replan it to be well, so that we will stop the chaotic growth of the environment, which if we do not check it, like you said in your intro, it will become the whole state might turn into a chaotic slum. So that's what it is all about.
Kedu ihe asị unu mee maka gọọmenti na-arụ ọrụ ụmụ oyibo gọvanọ so na vision statement disruptive change ọ dịka na generation.
Oh yeah, but the thing we have not the big disruptive change aimed at the modernization and transformation. Ihe ọ bụ na onye Igbo bụ na ị na-anya oge ndị ọcha nọ ọtụtụ ebe anyị na-akpọzi the urban settings now, especially Onitsha, then followed by Nnewi, and then Awka being the seat of the government, and then of course followed by the growing urban area of Ekulobia. Ebe niile ahụ nọ n'obodo etu esi wee before the governor bịa itinye flyover na onwe ndị akụtụsi All my can anyway record of 80 years suppose then it's suppose this way those over and then one other is not and I want to those lessons so go on where see I am actually at the back can make a show and the point of the disruptive and the over on one day when they want the one I got rattle what people but no hope at the end okay they want the and they are beginning to see okay have to say to the mobile and which had to forgive the disruption in their usual lives.
What knowledge? If you're not fake, housing estate in the we see a park, recreational centers, we see a abandoned mother which child and block women in Mammy and the Kedi comment in the Memakia. Even the other say, boy, base me can be Lucy our teacher.
Okay, yeah, all the permanent people like park and open spaces. That is in the core of our mandate, is to regain what we call the public realm. The public realm entails my park, my setbacks, my streets, and open spaces. So, Ogayable, Professor Chubu Charles, so we will see if I will say, no, we will know that I need this and I more than I have brand. And they money I want to never organize all that open space in the money and with the fresh air, like you said. Everywhere, like the government you say, now I'm Russia. If I chopped as if I have for an hey, choice real estate, Russia. Or when I say when I show my dossier of mobile, no, they will be very ad hoc. So, one day time it tells reclaiming open spaces and thereby fill with open space inside them. Then reclaiming setback. When I talk about public realm, now like I said, open spaces and even a street is the road. After the road, you want the drainage. After the drainage, you want the have a setback, which is where the private property starts. On a very depending on the type of development, but the minimum again where they are like 4 feet. So what happened? I seen the money. If they are so that drainage, I want stay at least 4 feet away. Can't to stay away. I want to build permanent structure in a strict recesses, I suppose. So I have everything. So if I basically have the gazetted as an open space, by taking it back, everyone also supposed to buy it. They only have overriding public interest and I want approval from the government. I know you asked more questions, but let me set the groundwork. Are you aware what we call urban regeneration work plan for Oka? Urban regeneration work plan for Nation. Same goes for Newi and the Club. And each one mentioned, for instance, Oka is Oka Capital Territory. We open up along with 23 towns or 23 communities. And the open on Nation. On the shower, just on the show, we're talking about parts of parts of Idemili North, parts of Uyi, and then of course parts of Anambra North, as the case is. Then there's any blood or anyway, all the rest of those areas are all the environments. If you go you have the whole of Agwat and some Urumba North and the Urumba South. So, each one of these things, anyway, our regeneration work plan for it, but they all work on the same thing, which is to make sure that we have proper organization, planned and sustainable environment. By the way, Urban Regeneration Council is under Mr. Governor's 5th pillar, which is the environment. And in that, also a planned, green, and sustainable environment.
I know urban regeneration. I think also in town.
India like ABS, you name off the kind of questions you name and what does it go out. Yes, urban regeneration goes all the way from the if I am as urban setting, the government's not organizing that to grassroots, which is down to the communities themselves. So I am urban regeneration in the urban, then the local government and the communities take over under our own guidance. They will wear to the roots, both in the all kinds of developments, the open spaces, like I said, the market squares, and then general development. Yes, and we are for the urban areas, the suburbs, and the very rural areas.
And today we are discussing making Anambra livable through urban regeneration. We are in the house with architect Michael Okonkwo. He is the executive chairman Anambra State Urban Regeneration Council. Also, what is expected of the Anambra residents? Anambra residents, in Anambra, in achieving urban regeneration. Succeed in
Okay, keys is if I need development. What development needed the guidelines, development needed standards, development is guided by law and order. So if I know where anybody before you go on seeing a development, if go do that upon the Onoka capital territory within the 23 mentioned communities in the Onoka capital territory. Here is now because the ignorance of the law is no excuse, as they say, right? So before you made the development, you wanted approval from Oka Capital Territory Development Authority, which is ACTDA. That is not any kind of development within the Oka Capital Territory, but everywhere else, both in the rural and community, like villages and so on. It goes there to Anambra State Physical Planning Board. Where offices in all the local governments, all like that local government, when they was it issue and down to your own village, because even my village, is guided by this approval process. So we come up with the keys. Then in Cape, what or in area development, we're not gonna the main key because everybody's night chalk Anambra Chake, West, or you're gonna one. Maka ihe gbasara environment ihe ndị a bụ etu esi handle afịfịa, which is waste. Anyị na-ekwu ka ndị mmadụ ghara na-atụ n'ezi waste na drainage channels ka ha were ya properly dispose onye enwere etu esi wee dispose waste enwecha designated what we call data points. Operate to say on a street, one of the PK abroad anyway. So no, when you're going to waste, whichever the proper place the data points, keep the waste away from the drainages. Keep your drainages clear of waste and debris, so that really is way to through the proper planning. When you're going to keep environment clean, and we have law, a very strong law or no street trading law. No street trading law needs to be obeyed. Anybody ever brought designated market space. In Canada, street, I say, oh, I just say, oh, no, and then actually had it. Government are very sensitive to the people. We want everybody to have verifiable means of livelihood. In fact, not only I'd be happy to see people trying to make a living, but because they're not choosing make a living, I'm so I see who has money the money road, or have street trading now on the wrong one, because all kinds of ills they see from that. Even accidents now make good money. Individuals, so no street trading. Making sure that proper waste management, make sure that and drainage, and then make sure the whole get water approval so that make sure that especially which is I suppose you were public open spaces and so on. The money is there now, which is so on. If I prefer the money get how we are, I know I want get and can no I do against the law. Obey the law.
Obey the law.
Actually, I'm happy now. The concept. If I one day I actually think people water that now half know the effect of the governor's vision for urban regeneration. Just like Nyawani, it is you now. Gamabu a very great test case. Gamabu ground zero for urban regeneration program. In fact, the World Health Organization in 2018 designated Obuku as the world's most polluted city in the world. So, what I like it, CKC, the Upper for Anambra State. Oh, didn't count Kanicho. But in the lazy and the worst polluted. So I have the governor who was the very first day in 2022, was it? March 17th, Ugama Kobi or West Namba or Mochoro Day, Akaran, all the make sure I do require under 2 years, in fact. Uganda situated from the biggest slum and the most polluted place in the world to a place now. Ndi obodo over Jaffa, it is a opposite place, New Haven on Asia. Honestly, Makiru India, every road before came where about close to 10 major roads now, arterial roads. Governor Commission go. Anyways, you can go and verify if we are when I look at one now, Nikumaka, Evana Pondid, I well now Oboduku Road recording. The governor of New Road, Oboduku West, now they prevent the people from it as in if one of them have a barricade. I need a lot of barricades in no. Market after I barricade, I prevent the people from it. I get a lot of that. So, only one way go to Makana. Go and they are applicable and load motor in fact, agenda anyone way. Only go repurposing work and a top only put in senior basa and then load motor all these motor parks, ad hoc motor parks. So the governor was not just if you want to share all these motor parks, didn't get the official. Now this phase of our work, need the official, not an OP work must put gates, fence and gates. Motor bata urban they might not travel. It's through the gates, if I load this airport, instead of carrying up on a head. Then they come about the ad hoc motor parks. I have to go buying a Oluhan Channel over all the 2 locations, same way at Obiano Park, when I call government park in our road. I am Mark about to go by a body handshake. Then we remove all the people as well around there. The government had mandated, they open anywhere, my portal, me and those. I'm a committee, an implementation committee now with the Urban Regeneration Council. All of them, they are managed those road. The Ocha Brigade and the security operatives and the mandate, they are opposing the SASA and those. And I need to watch upon the matter. I am now. My barricade in here. Then those 4 gardens sitting up here, which are to life, everywhere among the market, everywhere among the. So I'm glad that anyone has that trunk, anyone to find it, that's what it is. And in the way in a road, me and governor are now close to 250 can't I don't know, like 47 or whatever, and that's 250 did not verify roads are for that even before that road up on no need pedestrian walkways on it. To that, so West that we must lower and that's an essence of urban regeneration. In fact, now mark is roads, you have urban regeneration, and they remove projections. In the matter now, in West or Ozuro, it's near attachment, or it's near container. In India, behind the which of moon 9 or how urban regeneration. We know when look that on your feet for people to dwell in. What way make sure you got again, you got into them all hidden now with urban. Then eco trees, beautification of our environment, actually in the wildlife now all these things are going on, especially then another one, the very, very key fundamentally to monitoring here about migration. You look at it to Ochanja before. Ochanja roundabout, for instance, before a heap of like possession, you know Eba is a very beautiful place with a revamped, redone, rehabilitated roundabout. Governor Sinoros just even roundabout sits near life there, and that life is water. So we have water fountain there. All made in urban regeneration. In Anambra, you have a huge transformation where a club used to be very chaotic. The government came in and said, I'll bring their life into it. And wait easier, and I will fly over down. Process on and I will fly over down. And I will pass it behind our central bus terminal. And in that central bus terminal, well, that displays some there on as I say anyhow. So now, as part of that urban regeneration, we are looking for a suitable place, like a very well planned world standard market, so that in the Manila for that now, anyway, to put the flyovers in the just like I said in the beginning. Here, also okay with the flyover. And overall, the governor keeps talking about it. And for what he calls the dualization of Amobia. Well, I'll call it Amobia Oga Road. But I'm going to Amobia, at least Hamado. From Amobia to Ogama, I get dualize your what we call dual carriage roadway. And I can only place Gazette to be before. So you go from Sinatra, which is so you can imagine going from Amobia to Ogama, you are touching a lot of communities. So if when you go, you don't want to see the children. I so okay with it. Okay, now okay with it, but I didn't show no with it everywhere because the way the governor works, our process so I don't want to board the council. The governor said that we should work with our colleagues, the commissioners, and then of course the local government chairman, PGs, and even councillors. EHME go well to the communities. And because she had mentioned this, a program that the governor has mandated us to do, community open spaces, community sports and recreation center in every community. Isn't that disruptive? So, I your kind of communities work with land, we need about just minimum of maybe 1 hectare. We'll be able to put what we call 5-a-side football pitch, volleyball, so that the gender sensitive, then a wearable marker in that community leisure park. Lounge. So that's a disruptive idea. The whole of what we have 189. 181 communities. Obviously 179, but it was just 181 now. So can't you imagine? I thought you go to whole communities. A particular project, but how was able both in market settings and the environment. Governors, Suchano Road, remove weeds and sand by the roadside. We all by the local government. So, any urban regeneration that goes from top to bottom.
Possible statement here.
Yes, and then of course we were doing. Thank you for reminding me. We're doing a pilot program of street painting, street house painting on every street. I do na Fege and Awada, and all test case of government. Will take it down to all the communities. Before you know, if Anambra,
disruptive, disruptive, disruptive.
Well, destructive, but disruptive in that in certain ways people smuggle their life. Even though life, it's always people have to tell when I think I getting there was every day you almost do I try that's disruptive, but that disruptive is a good one because see how you never go where they or you had you say that I got off full feathers in our line of work, but at the end nobody did appreciate. If we club rule for instance, no okay, but the man answer my doors, but where can I complain? That was a disruptive change that has turned into something that people are happy about.
Well, thank you very much. Architect Michael Okonkwo, the Executive Chairman, Anambra State Urban Regeneration Council. Also, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk to the Anambra. The Anambra, Sunyani, especially guys, Anambra,
Thank you, everybody that made this program possible, the CAs and the cameramen and everybody. Of course, my producer, Don Olenji. I am Eze Onwoji. See you again. Bye for now.